This Business Newsmakers is brought to you by Rondout Savings Bank. Banking your way every day.
Hey everybody, Frank DeRaffele here, and welcome to this week's Business Newsmakers. I'm here with Peter Heymann, who is the owner of Breakthrough Career and Life Coaching. Did I say that right?
You got it.
I got it right. There you go. And we're here today going to talk a little bit about how Peter helps people bring their businesses and their lives to a different level. And Peter, thank you for being here today.
Oh, my pleasure, Frank. Great to be here.
So why don't we start with kind of a little bit of a history. This is I think a segment of the business industry right now that's become very popular in the last 10 to 15 years, very needed. So how did you decide to kind of get into this, and where did you come from that made you get into this?
Well, I'll give you the abbreviated story because we could spend the day, I think. For me, it's a back to the future story, and because I started running a youth program right out of college and did that for 5 years and absolutely loved it. Didn't have a care in the world, didn't make any money either, but I loved the work. And then I was about to get married. A major stage, a major transition, and decided, Pete, you got to make some money. Mm-hmm. So I took an inventory of myself at that time. That's like what I like to recommend to my clients too at different stages. Take an inventory, see what skills you've developed, see what turns you on, see what makes you happy and gives you purpose. So I kind of did that naturally for myself, and then made a transition because what I learned from running a youth program, I learned I had skills in communication, in motivation and inspiration. When you work with teenagers, you have to work at it. And I realized after talking to a lot of people, those skills would be great in sales. And you know sales very well, you're a great salesman. Listening, communication. So that led to a 30-year plus career in sales, marketing, and advertising. But in my heart, I didn't know it in those 30 years, I really left what was really my purpose. Okay. And I found my way back to it after raising 2 sons, getting married, having a terrific family life. I found my way back to my purpose and finally got out of my own way and got on with it.
Well, when you're saying that, it's when you come back to your purpose, the reality is, and now you're helping people with their businesses I think both in a personal and professional manner, but now you come back with a whole bunch of experience, kind of a been there, done that type of thing. So it's not like you're just going into it. So it makes you, I think, even more valuable now because you spent 30 years out there working, doing things, and be able to share that experience with people. Would that be a fair assessment? Absolutely. In coaching, life experience, you bring all your life's experience. I don't care what age you are, you bring your experience. In my case, I am seasoned, let's put it that way. And so I've had a lot of experience in all kinds of business categories, some entrepreneurial ventures myself, and raising 2 sons. What it's like being a father, you're kind of a coach anyway. And so I bring all of that to my clients. And I can start wherever my clients are. Some of my clients, like in my B&I clients, for my chapter, I've had the honor of working with some of the people in my chapter, I coach in business, small business. You used a phrase before, is your business managing you or you managing your business? That kind of coaching, and we can stay there. With coaching, it's all up to my client as to what we focus on. I just ask that they be open and see where it goes because, you know very well that our lives are so interconnected, intersected. Your business life, with your family life, with your relationships. So we go where my clients want me to go. And I lend some support and guidance. When I think about, if I were to ask you, 15, 20, 30 years ago, saying, give me some success stories of what you've done for your clients, and you probably talk about things of how you got them to make more money and do that type of thing. And if I ask you that now, in the last 4 years, people you've worked with, there's probably success stories that you've had, but really what I'm looking for is, how does that make you feel compared to what you did before? Because now it's a personal thing versus a business thing, yes? That's a great question. You're good at this. That's a really good question. And they are different. In the business world, in marketing, I got satisfaction out of helping companies, brands, and people make more money, make more sales, grow their businesses. Great satisfaction in that. When you're working with people individually, whether it's about their business or their personal life, their relationships, just how they feel about themselves, there's nothing more gratifying than that. And sometimes there's small steps, and we do take step by step, and any kind of help you can provide somebody to kind of free themselves from whatever is making them stuck, it's very gratifying. You make those
I help my clients set goals, and it is step by step making progress. And you don't have to be controlled by your past. You can just clear the path and get on with it.
Yeah, it's the difference between kind of maybe helping a company get over a threshold or make a transaction to now you may have affected somebody's lives that now is going to affect the rest of their life. Right. And that's pretty cool. And I think one of the things that excites me, and I'm sure you're excited about it, but I'm even probably as excited as you are, is that now you have a book out that shares this knowledge, everybody, called Get Out of Your Own Way and Get On With It. We have a shot of the book, a practical guide to stop self-judging and negative thinking. So talk to me about what kind of brought you to write this book and what this book is about. What do you want people to get out of it?
We all hear that everybody has a book in them. And I sort of thought I did. I'm a pretty good writer, but I've never taken it on to write a book. I'm a business writer, that kind of thing. So gratifying, so gratifying. And it basically is a reflection of my approach to my coaching practice. That's what this is. And I've tried to make it a real workbook, practical guide to kind of finding out how you're getting in your own way, clearing the path to get on with it and find your purpose, find what brings you joy in whatever part of your life. And so it's a taste of the coaching experience. Readers, I hopefully will get a lot out of it in and of itself, and may be motivated to find a coach or a counselor or Coach Pete. That would be welcomed.
Sure, absolutely.
For sure. And so that's what it's about.
And so when you're working with people, do you work with people, obviously in this area, I know you work with a lot of people here. Do you work with people online, on the phone? Are there people that you'll work with across the country, around the world? Where is the client base that you have, basically? What are you looking for?
Yeah, it's another great question. I do most of my work on the phone, but not everybody relates to phone work. So I have 2 offices in the Hudson Valley that I use, one in Poughkeepsie, one in Rosendale where I live. So if people need to make that, like we're doing right now, look me in the eyeball, really have a face-to-face contact, because everybody learns differently in a classroom situation and even in a coaching situation. So I had to be adaptable to that. I love the phone work because it removes any excuse people have. Even you, and I know how busy you are, you have an hour a week.
Sure.
I know you do, somewhere. Early in the morning, at night, whatever. Nothing gets in the way of scheduling a regular coaching call. So that's what I love about it. Plus, I can, as you say, I can have a client anywhere in the country, theoretically anywhere in the world. But I also learned that I need to focus here in the Hudson Valley too. Sure. That's why I'm glad I'm here today.
Kind of own your own backyard, if you will, before you.
Yeah, and then grow from there. But I had a client. Now, also in coaching, the length of time clients use coaching varies. Sometimes it's 2-3 months, and they get what they want, and that's it. One of my clients I had for a year and a half. Reason, she was wide open. She came to me for a business reason. We helped launch a business for her. But she was wide open. She was so open to the process. That led to all different areas of her life. I never met her.
Wow.
For a year and a half. After we stopped coaching, I get a call from her. She was in Kingston. She lives in Connecticut. She said, I'm going to be in the area. And we met. It was such a kick. But
that's very cool.
That proves, proves the proposition. I don't even have to meet somebody if they're open and can connect over the phone. Or I'm happy to meet person to person.
So let's first, if somebody wants to get the book, what's the best way they can get the book?
Amazon.com. It's in book form, like what you just held up.
Yeah.
We're also on Kindle. And what a kick to see my book on Amazon.
Absolutely.
I got to tell you, that was really something.
Absolutely.
And so that's the easiest way.
And to contact you directly, how can they do that?
You want a phone number?
A phone number and your website?
My website, it's kind of a long one, but it's Breakthrough, which is the name of the company, the name of the practice. Breakthrough with Coach Pete, all one word, .com.
That's easy.
My phone number is 845-802-0544. That's my landline. I won't give you the other one, but I have a cell phone too.
So you're busy with people all week long, coaching, doing these different things. When you have downtime, what is your favorite thing to do in your own downtime?
Wow. I love to walk. We have so many trails and places to walk in the Hudson Valley. It's just gorgeous. My wife likes that too. We go off and we walk. A lot of walking.
Okay.
I'm also a sports fan, so I watch a lot of sports.
So are you watching sports on TV and you're pretending to walk while you're watching TV? You doing that?
Like most men, I'm not the greatest multitasker. Let's be honest.
Hey man, thank you so much for being here
This
today.
was fun, Frank. Thanks so much.
Pleasure. Hey everybody, again, Peter Heymann, please go to his website. You can find out more. Get his book on Amazon.com. We've shown you the book on the show here. And this is Frank DeRaffele here on Business Newsmakers, and we'll see you next week with our local business professional.